All right, everybody, welcome to NorCal Sports Network. And this is the same hat that Brock Purdy's dad wears. Chat loves it when Marty Lurie comes on.
Anytime you lose a game this time of year, when you can't go backwards, it's a problem.
All right, everybody, welcome on in. NorCal Sports Network. Friday night, little preseason basketball action. The Warriors in really not a real good fair fight. Run the Lakers off the Chase Arena floor and beat them with the final score of, what the heck was it? Like 132? Yeah, 132 to 74. So a 56-point drubbing at the hands of the LA Lakers, but Lakers didn't suit up anybody. So, I think the thing you get out of this tonight is you get your guys playing hard. You see how they play. They go all out, play good, solid defense, the Warriors. And, just because it's a preseason game and it's really like a varsity versus the freshman team, it's, you still played hard. And guys, you want to see that. And that's what you look for in a game like this. It was a kind of a fun reunion there in the fourth quarter. You got to see Bob Myers interview Steph Curry and Steve Kerr. That was a lot of fun. And but the box score, I mean, look at who the Lakers started. Jackson Hayes, Cam Reddish, Olivari, Bronny James, and some other guy. They sat, connect. Obviously, LeBron and Anthony Davis, Hachimura, Vanderbilt, D'Angelo Russell, Austin Reeves. Like, it really was the freshman versus the varsity. That's all I can tell you what it was like. Yeah, and the Warriors didn't start Green or Curry. They did start Green. I'm sorry. Actually, they did. Played 16 minutes. But, come on. Taking Curry out versus the Warriors. The Lakers played guys that aren't even really NBA players. What did Bronny James do tonight in 35 minutes? He scored 17 points. He was 1 of 5 from 3, 7 of 17 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 assist. Nothing great for a guard, 1 assist. But, Warriors were up and in them. I mean, you had all of the Warriors pretty much played. Pods got 21 minutes. Moody got 18. Peyton got 15. Hield got 15. Kyle Anderson got 19. Lindsey Waters 10. Looney 12. And then the starters were Melton, Wiggins, Jackson, Kuminga, and Green. They all played around 20 minutes, except Green played 16. But, hey, guys, it's just a tune-up. It's nobody got injured. Now the Warriors got decisions to be made. I will predict that this roster, the first 12 are pretty easy. And if you go with 13, I think that's pretty clear too. It's Green, tonight's starters, Green, Kuminga, Jackson, Wiggins, Melton. Those 5 are in. Looney's in at 6. Kyle Anderson, 7. I'm not doing this in any order. I'm just looking at the box score. Hield is 8. Peyton is 9. Moody's 10. Pods is 11. Curry didn't play. He's 12. There's your first 12, guaranteed, unless there's some kind of trade, which you never know. But those are your 12. And then your 13th guy is going to be Lindsey Waters. And the question is, do they carry a 14th player? I doubt it. But if they did, I don't know. Knox, maybe. I doubt it. But former number 1 pick, number 9, I believe, overall pick in the first round by the New York Knicks about 6-7 years ago, I think, 18 season, somewhere around there. But guys, this is just again a tune-up. Nothing to get excited about. I'm just looking here at anything else here. Yeah, I mean, kind of a nothing burger. As Mark Gray says, sure hope they didn't charge full prices for tonight's game. They probably did. They probably did. You know, Patek Light the Beam says they need to make a trade for either Zach LaVine or Kyle Kuzma. Maybe they need some upfront guys, some guys that can shoot the three and also maybe play a little bit of four. We'll see where this thing goes. But your thoughts? Hey, they start the season. I believe it's next Wednesday night in Portland. So they've got 4 days off: Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and they go up to Portland. And you want to see this team get off to a fast start. They went 6-0 in the preseason. The last thing the Warriors need to do is lose their opening two on the road trip and kind of start having doubts like this was all for naught, So I think if they can go out, win the first two, that would be Wednesday and Friday night, a week from tonight. They play in Utah. That'll be that's never an easy game playing in Utah. And then you get hopefully those two, and then you come back and have your home opener Sunday, the 27th. And that would be a home opener against the Clippers. Kawhi Leonard's out now. Surprise, surprise, right? So I think you get in with maybe you can get a 3-0 start. I really think they should be open the season 3-0. And then you get the Pelicans for 2 nights in a row. And if you split those, you get a 4-1 start. And that's the way you want to start the season. Split those, and then you're 4-1, and then you're on the road, back on the road, and you go to Houston for a Saturday night game, and then you follow that up all the way to Washington. Interesting, they're not making the Texas two-step trip, or sometimes the three-step, where you get Houston, Dallas, and San Antonio. They go all the way to Washington. They 4-1. Let's say they lose the game in Houston, 4-2. Go to Washington, beat Houston 5-2. We're getting way ahead of ourselves here, obviously. You go into Boston. Hopefully you put up a fight, but that's probably a loss. And now you're, what did I say? 4-1, 4-2, 5-2. So you're 5-3 after Boston. I'm just going to do the first 20 games, just a prediction here. Then they go to Cleveland. I think they lose there, 5-4. Cleveland's got height, gives them problems. Then they go to the Thunder. Wow, tough road trip. Thunder, tough. The Warriors played them very tough last year and had them beat. But I'd say they lose to the Thunder. They're 5-5. And then they come home to Dallas on a Tuesday night. Clay, TNT ball game. Clay comes back. This is a group NBA Cup game. I think the Warriors somehow pull that off. They go 6-5. And their next game is on Friday, November 15th. They play home to the Grizzlies. They win that 7-5. And then I'm looking here. I'm just going through the schedule here. Then they got the Clippers in LA, 7-5. Hard to beat a team. I mean, Clippers aren't going to be as good. I think they go in and beat the Clippers, 8-5. Then they're home to the Hawks, 9-5. That game's on November 20th, 9-5. Then you got day after Thanksgiving, they go to New Orleans for another NBA Cup game. I think they lose that game 9-6. Next night in San Antonio. Ooh. Chris Paul, 9-6. I say they lose to San Antonio 9-7. Come home, beat the Nets 10-7. Next game after that, they got the Thunder. I think they can beat the Thunder at home 11-7. Next game, they play the Suns at home. I think they can beat Phoenix 12-7. And the next game is at the Nuggets. They lose 12-8. Group play, they're 1-2. They're out of the NBA Cup thing. I think they got a tough NBA Cup, the NBA Who Cares Cup. So I think they're 12-8. I think they're 12-8, 11-9, somewhere in that range. That's not an easy 20 games. So I think they're probably closer to 11-9. I gave them a couple games in there but then I also had a couple games that are winnable, like Houston and San Antonio. So I think they're right in that 11-9. Maybe if everything goes right, 12-10. Protect Like the Beam says 9-11 for him. Okay. Might be right. Hey, guys, want to mention our sponsor here on the show. This show is sponsored by Chapman Law Group. You have any legal needs, make sure you give Chapman Law Group a call at 415-613-9483. Any legal matters that's got you concerned or whatever, you just need answers to, you need a lawyer, give Chapman Law Group a call. They sponsor us. They handle all kinds of law. They're licensed throughout the state of California, serve the Bay Area, primarily out of Marin, but give them a call, 415-613-9483. The only thing they do not deal with is family law, but give Chapman Law Group a call. And hopefully you don't need a lawyer for family law. But no one ever likes to need a lawyer, but sometimes you do. They do trust as well, living trust, wills. Give Chapman Law Group a call. All right. Guys, I don't know if you guys watched that Yankees-Cleveland Guardians game. What a game. Another great game. Emmanuel Clase has given up 8 runs in the postseason. He gave up earned runs. He gave up 5 earned runs in a 162-game season, and now he's given up 8 earned runs in the postseason. He took the loss tonight. The Guardians were down 6-2 after a big, massive 3-run bomb by Giancarlo Stanton. That guy is playing his head, he's hitting the cover off the ball here in the postseason. Giancarlo Stanton. That's why I had him on my fantasy team. This guy, I always thought, and he got hurt in the middle of the season. I had traded for him, and then I let him go, and then I got him back in a trade. And what's happening now with Stanton is what I envisioned for him on my fantasy team was hitting 4th behind Judge and just taking off. He really didn't do much. Mike Stanton, the former Mike Stanton, now Giancarlo Stanton. Mark, wonder if the casual Cleveland fans are saying trade Clase. He's just tired. He's tired. It's a long season, and this is what happens to a bullpen. That's why you don't want to overwork guys. So it just happens. But I got some ideas I'll be coming up with for the San Francisco Giants too this year. Hey, I got a question for you guys. I put this out there tonight, and let me see if I can do this real quick, okay? I'm going to put a photo up and see if you guys can hold on here. Stat. Okay. I'm going to email this to myself because I don't know any other way to get this up on the screen. And I'm going to pull this up, and I want to get your guys' take on a particular pitcher. And I want to see which pitcher you guys take. Okay. So let me pull this up right here. Give me maybe 5-10 seconds here. I'll pull this thing up for us. And you guys tell me, left or right? I don't have in the chat. Just put, there we go. There's the stats. Okay. These are two starting pitchers. Just in the chat, just quickly, go ahead and put up left or right. Which pitcher are you taking? Left side? Left side would be, I don't know if you're looking, it's on my left, so I don't know how you guys see it, but the one with the 60-36 win-loss record is left. The other one is the right. Tell me quickly, chat. Look at those stats. WAR 23.4 to 17.2. Games 211 to 199. Games started 211, 138. So Burbeck, Tyler says left. Okay. We got any more votes? 903 innings pitched versus almost 1,100 innings pitched on the right. Looks like this pitcher on the left may have had several relief appearances before becoming a full-time starter. ERAs are the same. ERA plus are basically the same. Strikeouts a little less on the left, 300. But the K percentage is 29%, basically to 30%. 254 bases on balls on the left, 495 on the right, 7% base on ball percentage to almost 11. So we've got 2 votes so far. Tyler left, Mark Graves right. Give me 5 more votes, everybody. Let's get some votes in here. Just put left or right. Very simple. I think most of our guys are probably watching on X right now. We've got more people watching on X. Mark Graves coming out thinking that's who it is. Okay, who do we got? Left or right? A couple more votes. How good will the Spurs be? Joe Schmo says, I think the Spurs will win about probably 33 to 35 games this year. They'll be better. They'll be improved. But still a lotto team. Another year from now, I think they're bust the door in. And left, your pitcher hasn't had to Indy ton of innings. Endure, maybe. Okay, Tyler, we still got 1 vote, left and right. 200 innings, that's about a season, isn't it? That is my guess on the walks total. Okay, Mark Graves says he thinks that's Blake Snell on the right. We'll see. I need a few more votes, guys. I don't know if we have any voters in the chat. Come on. We got Tyler and Mark. Let's get a Joe Schmo vote. A P-Tech. Maybe P-Tech's only a basketball fan. Yeah. So here's what it is, guys. The one on the right, we got a 1-1. I'm going to break the tie. And simply because I know who both pitchers are because I put this together. But I'm going to take the left. And I'm going to hope that the Giants pursue this pitcher on the left The reason being is he's 30 years old. He's got a little less innings on him. He pitched at St. Mary's College. He's from Bakersfield. He's none other than Corbin Burns, who pitched for the Baltimore Orioles. I signed him to a 5-year deal. The one on the right is Blake Snell. I don't think you can go wrong with either one of those, but Blake Snell is 2 years older, and he's less consistent when it comes to innings pitched, and he walks more batters, which pushes his pitch count up, so I'm going to go with Corbin Burns. And if you had a rotation of Burns and Webb on the right side, Robbie Ray, Kyle Harrison on the left, and maybe Birdsong as your fifth starter, I like that. I'm going to do a Giants report coming up soon. I'm going to put some stuff out about what I think they should go after. I think they need some contact hitters. I already put something out tonight on Twitter, and what that was on Luis Matos, and I'll show you guys what I put out, because I thought this was a play worth looking at. Let me see if we've got any. Okay, let's take a look here. Hold on. All right, let's stop that. Let's put. This is from Twitter. Check this play out right here. Here we go. Hold on.
Está capturando la pelota. Jardín central, la está buscando Matos, pega un salto y está capturando la pelota.
Ramos and Matos right there. Look at that.
Matos, pega un salto y está capturando la pelota.
See, I love that photo right there. I love that photo. Elliot Ramos and Luis Matos. And what I put in the Twitter there is, let me show you what I put here. Oops, hold on, I'm on the wrong. Let me go to my, okay. This is what I said about Luis Matos, and it's simply this. I really believe if given the opportunity to play every day, Luis Matos can be a very productive hitter. He doesn't strike out much like too many others do. I didn't have much room. I didn't want to extend it. I just wanted to get it out there. My outfield for next year for the Giants is left field Matos, center field Lee, right field Ramos. Go Gigantes. And what I like about this, guys, is very simply this. Luis Matos is a contact hitter. Doesn't strike out much. 10, 12% of the time. Okay? You got to have a couple of guys that don't strike out. I'm going to come up with a lineup which I think the Giants should look at. I looked at Willy Adames. I like Willy Adames. He drives in runs, but he's 25% strikeout rate. Along with Matt Chapman, a huge strikeout rate. Elliot Ramos, a huge strikeout rate. Tyler Fitzgerald, a huge strikeout rate. Patrick Bailey, a huge strikeout rate. Their first baseman, a strikeout rate. They've got to find – so I got to scour the free agents and the trade market and find some guys. The Giants need to get 4 or 5 guys that put wood on the ball, and got to knock off this crap of 8, 9 guys striking out over 20%. So, yeah. But anyway, we'll wrap up this here tonight with this Warrior talk. Tyler Snell says if Kerr didn't treat Kuminga like Farhan did with Ramos and Matos. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Kuminga, great talent, but he didn't know how to play within the system of basketball because he didn't play college ball. So he wasn't used to running in the flow of an offense or switching on defense, all those things. Now that this is his 4th year what was his first year? The year the Warriors won the championship 21-22, right? So this is 22, 23, 23, 24, 20. Yeah, this is year 4. This is, Kuminga's learning the game, learning the NBA game. And, I think he's ready to take the next step along with Moses Moody. It's going to be tough. A lot of minutes to go, or not enough minutes to go around with a talented team, but we'll see how this works out, guys. Hey, we got some college football tomorrow night. I think we'll do a little Georgia-Texas college football game show tomorrow. And maybe if the Guardians win, we'll see. If it's a great game, we might do a show on that, on the Yankees-Guardians tomorrow. I just wish they were still called the Indians. Let's just call them the Indians. That's what they are. That's what they were for hundreds of years. Why do we got to change stuff? We still got the Braves. What else we got out there? We got some other teams that are going by different names. So, I think it's a matter of whatever. I guess Cleveland's used to it. But, guys, we want to Chapman Law Group, Yogurtshack. Need some yogurt, great yogurt over at Danville, Lafayette. You know what? We got some coupons right here. Our sponsors giving us several of these coupons. $5. We'll give you a couple of them just for becoming a member. Also want to give a shout out to all you who have subscribed. Our subscriber list is growing. Let's see what the list is now. The number, the subscriber is sitting at a steady 2528. Okay, has not changed. I wonder if I refresh it, if it'll change. Oh, we went down to 2,100. We just lost 4. No, I'm kidding. We're still sitting at 2528. So hopefully by the end of the week or next week sometime, we'll be at 2,600. Appreciate you guys subscribing to the show. We really do. Let us know your comments in the comments section on YouTube, what you think. Any suggestions? Yeah, Joe Schmo, Indians was classic. Man, Indians was classic. So, hey, go enjoy your rest of your Friday night. It's only 10:30. So we'll see you sometime tomorrow. Turn on your notifications bell on NorCal Sports Network. Every time we go live, you'll be notified. Appreciate everybody. Thanks again. Have a wonderful night. Have a great Saturday. Go enjoy some college football or get out and enjoy the weather we're having now. Down in Arizona, it's cooling off, and I know in the Bay Area it's cooling off. So it's a great time. It's Niners Chiefs week. So hopefully we get a big victory for the Niners. I think Ricky Pearsall is going to be activated, and I think his presence, I don't know what he does on the field, but just his presence, I think, gives the Niners a huge lift. Jawan Jennings will be out, so I think Pearsall is going to be the third receiver. I expect Pearsall to make some big catches to get open and maybe even score a TD in the red zone. Fire the crowd up. That would be awesome. Be a great national story if Ricky Pearsall can catch the winning touchdown against the Chiefs. And what a story that would be. All right, everybody. Take care. See you sometime tomorrow on Saturday in the evening.